let's move on to what Adam said. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a special message from Adam. Dear 2-on-1 podcast fans, it's Adam. Well, no, I'm Alex. I'm just reading the message. I hope you're well and enjoying the playoffs. I'll tell you who isn't enjoying the playoffs. Tyler Seguin. He sucks. Anyway, I'm well from my jaw surgery. I see the surgeon again on Tuesday, and hopefully the bands. And then he put ... Hedman just had a wicked defensive play on Radulov. That's what you get for leaving Montreal, you loser. By the way, shout out to Sergachev not getting the cup winner unless he gets it now. Anyways, I don't know if my bands will be looser. I can't even open my mouth an inch wide right now. So hopefully I'm back for free agency. Anyway, bye-bye. Oh, by the way, the Petry and Evans deal are great. And if you don't agree, you're worse than Corey Perry. He then added a few, like an hour or so later. P.S. listeners, God damn it, go home, Corey. I strongly dislike you. Daniel can go away. That's what he said.
Adam's opinions, not ours.
Yeah.
We love Taylor Seguin, and we are very neutral about Alex Radulov.
It doesn't affect me.
But we love Corey Perry.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, what did he send you?
He sent me a pretty short one. He said, hey, just letting you know, man, that only Pacioretty has more game-winning goals than Petry since Jeff joined the team, according to Mark Anton Godin.
Okay.
And he said, hey, bring this up on the show and sound smart.
Well, you know what? You sound smart, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for your contributions to the show today.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't found out, Jeff Petry has re-signed with the Montreal Canadiens. 4 years, $6.25 million AAV. I mean, Adam wrote in our document, so much to like about this deal, and I desperately wish my jaw would allow me to come on and talk about this. I do. I like this deal,
too.
Daniel. It's only $750. It's a $750,000 raise. He'll start. He is right now. He's 32. It'll start when he's 33 or 34, around then. Nope, 33. So what? It'll take him to his 30 until he's about 37 years old. That is a bit worrying, but based on the way he's playing,
I couldn't complain.
I'm not going to complain much.
I think if you asked me about this extension, maybe the first time we met Adam, just put that, like 2 years ago?
Okay.
I would say horrible deal, trade this guy at the deadline or something, get assets back.
Well, that's what I've been saying for the last 3-4 months.
Yeah, but now...
You know what? It's like a year, because I forgot how long it's been. Yeah.
But I kind of felt that with what Montreal's trying to build here, if they're really serious about adding these guys and developing the prospects they have, then maybe they think that there's something there that they could cultivate, that they could actually become a competent team that will always compete for a playoff spot like every season now. I think that now they're realizing the age of a lot of their core guys. I guess how rapid a lot of their prospects have been coming up. That's a Jake Evans, but at the same time, I really believe in Nick Suzuki. And this is, I think, a deal that's gonna keep a core veteran in Jeff Petry on that lineup, a guy who's been a consistent person. I really didn't think when the Oilers traded him for a second and like a conditional third that he was going to be this good for Montreal.
Yeah.
And a fun fact, that second round pick, I forgot who it was, but it was traded in a package for the Rangers for Cam Talbot.
No way.
Yes.
Sorry, someone's outside. Oh, it's just my mom. Never mind. I'm so sorry. I saw someone outside. I'm like, who the hell is outside right now? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I definitely I definitely agree with that. Like I do like this deal. When I was texting Adam about it, he liked the deal as well. I don't think for me I still feel like it's a bit of the term is still a tad of a concern, especially for his age. But for this team, I just think it's really important to have a guy like Jeff Petry on it. And at the end of the day, there's not much for me to complain about. I think Mark Bergevin is using his cap space somewhat wisely, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if I'm being honest, I think it really changed what I saw in the playoffs and the qualifying round really changed what I thought of Montreal, especially when they're healthy. That maybe like I knew they were a team that could be a pain in the ass because obviously you have Carey Price and even a decent team in front of Carey Price. Carey Price is going to be a problem. But the way they played, it just it felt like the thing that was holding them back was their special teams, and maybe keeping Jeff Petry was the right decision. Now we're still looking at ahead to the future and Thomas Tatar. I don't necessarily think. Listen, like you got guys. Adam and I have talked like about Mike Hoffman, bringing Mike Hoffman in, but you look at guys who you're eventually going to have to bring in, and the name that really stands out is Cole Caulfield. And where are you going to slot him in? If obviously maybe not next year, but the year after that, is it worth it to keep Tatar? Do you bring Mike Hoffman in and then trade Tatar? What he has listen, Mark Bergevin isn't done making moves. I don't think he's done. I think he
No.
has lots still to do.
Yeah, I kind of feel that Tom Tatar's become, he's really rejuvenated his career with the Canadians, and I think on that end, if he's thinks about in that situation, that maybe he takes a hometown discount, but I don't know if they really feel that Cole Caulfield's gonna kind of step in, make that NCAA to NHL transition seamlessly, and you know, Thomas Tatar maybe still putting up points up until the deadline. I could see him being an asset being moved out if
Yeah.
they think about, they've already added someone like Mike Hoffman, or they're pretty serious about making significant moves that will contribute to the core, that will, kind of in a way extend that those prime years of Weber and Price in a winning environment.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Agree with that as well. Now something that's come out. I think we it came out sometime before last show, but we had missed it. Friedman was on the Russo hockey show and had said that Montreal had looked at Antti Ranta and Devin Dubnyk before acquiring Jake Allen. Now, obviously, to get Jake Allen, they gave up a fourth and like a seventh, so it didn't really seem like much for them. Do you think that the Canadians made the right decision in bringing in Jake Allen? And just for some context, all three guys are have 1 year left on their deal.
I think so. I think in a lot of number of ways, he was more of the controlled asset. We already heard so many things about his locker room presence with the Blues, that he's like a great teammate. He became like a pseudo mentor to Jordan Binnington, even when Allen lost that starting position.
Yeah,
He goes back into an area of Quebec where he's excelled in his junior years, that he knows the area really well. And one thing too, when I think about him and Antti Ranta, like Jake Allen has stayed healthy.
that's true.
He's a guy that he could be relied on. Like Carey Price, as much as he's been dominant this year, he has had injury history, and you look back on the number of games the Canadians have thrust him into. That I trust Jake Allen. I trust that he's going to be a guy that when he's called upon, he could play those games. He could maybe play like 2 games in a row. He could be someone that will really take the pressure off of Carey Price. And for what they kind of gave up for him, I think that was more than okay. I think that was a perfect trade for the Canadiens.
Yeah. I agree with that too. I think some of the conversation around Jake Allen has been, before Jordan Binnington came in, it seemed like that year Jake Allen had struggled, and even the year before that he was struggling. What does Jake Allen look like next year? And that's what it seems the conversation has been surrounding. But let's remember that Jake Allen's not going to play 40, 45 games. He's going to play
I'll say 30.
25 to 30 games, probably somewhere in that region, to give time for Carey Price to actually rest. So from that standpoint, I'm like, man, I think Jake Allen was the right move. I think you gave up minimal assets. I think you'd have to give up more for Antti Ranta. Maybe or something. Did I say Darcy Kemper before? Or did I say Devin Dubnyk?
I said Devin Dubnyk.
Perfect. I wrote Darcy Kemper in the document, even though that's not true.
The Canadiens had Devin Dubnyk before. I remember that.
Did they?
Yeah, but they traded him for nothing.
Okay, well, if I said Darcy Kemper, I meant Devin Dubnyk. Okay. I could imagine they'd have to pay a little bit more for Devin Dubnyk as well. Not that much more.
Higher cap hit.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I do think I think Jake Allen was the right fit as well.
I'm just thinking if Devin Dubnyk left Minnesota, what Alex Stalock is going to be their starter.
I mean, that's what they were moving towards this year, right?
I remember he was on the Leafs. He was a Marley. Because he was from the James Reimer trade.
I remember that. He didn't even play. I think they sent him home.
Yeah, and then
I felt so bad.
I know. And then I think there was an Athletic article about that where he was shocked that they didn't let him play. And then, again, a Lou Lamoriello move. And,
I'm trying to think who they had. They had Garrett Sparks, and I think it might have been Antoine Bibeau.
Yeah.
At the time. God, I don't want to remember that. That's depressing.